Hi.
Maybe it's me. Hello?
Oh, it says it's live now on Facebook.
Ugh.
Whoops. Hi. Oh, there we go. That is so weird. I wonder what the hell happened. That was so
Okay,
bizarre.
we got kicked out of our scheduled live. So let's just press
That
this
makes no fucking
button
sense.
one more time.
It's your Wednesday night conversation. It's more than just the gossip. It's the issues that matter most to you. A closer look at current events, just the tip, special guests, and more. Welcome to Let's Have a Fefe, Arizona's longest-running drag live stream. Hosted by Felicia Fefe Minor and Freddie Prinze Charming. Streaming live on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Promotional consideration for Let's Have a Fefe provided by Wigs of a Kind, The Burly Barber, Bone and Basil, as well as our patrons at Patreon. Go to patreon.com/Let's Have a Fefe to become a Fefe patron. Virtual tips accepted at paypal.me/Let's Have a Fefe. Welcome to Let's Have a Fefe.
So bizarre. What even was that?
Bizarre. Welcome to
I don't
Let's
think
Have a
that was our
Fefe.
fault.
No. Let's Have a Fefe. Season 10, episode 3. This is your Wednesday night conversation, and somehow we made it happen because what we were doing before, it kept saying it shut down unexpectedly, shut down, oh, whatever. This is your
No
Wednesday
idea
night
why.
conversation, and I am Felicia Fefe Minor, and over there still Mr.
I am still Mr. US of A, MI Classic, Freddie Prinze Charming. Still, only a couple more months. I can do this.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
If
Lord.
the states decide to shut down, I'm going to think of you first because I'm going to go, he's just tired. He's just tired.
Like, I just need you to open up for one night. Just one night. Just...
Dear Governor, I just need to step down and please let me do this just for one night. Before we get things started, we'd like to thank our 18 patrons on Patreon. Allison, Brandon, Cassandra, Drake Jensen, Casey Starr, Carrie and Corey, Joan, Jody, Leanne, Patricia Mason, Sassy C. Diaz, Shelly, and Sky. And we'd like to do a special thanks to our supporters, Patricia Mason, Sky, Drake Jensen, for taking the deeper plunge. And we always love it just a little deeper, a little plungier, and a little dirtier.
Wait till you see what I've got for show and tell tonight.
Oh, I can't wait. Special thanks to Joan of Bobbish, Jewelry and Wood Art. If you haven't followed just the work that she is
just do
doing,
it.
Just
do it.
do it. You'll thank me later. We also like to thank Guido Martin, who will be seeing in coming weekends. You'll see him sooner than I will.
I'm gonna see him on Saturday.
Yeah, Jeremy Bright of Ripple Phoenix. You can donate to us all your money at PayPal.
Virtual tipping's a thing, y'all. It'd be great if we could just quit our day jobs and just work on this, full time. That would be awesome.
We're just doing this from now on. Yeah, right. You can donate at paypal.me/Let's Have a Fefe. You can text. I haven't done the texting in a little bit, but you can text LHAF to 602-730-7379, and you can get the latest updates after people on Patreon get it.
So, Sky, it's not that I don't want to be Mr. US of A Classic anymore, Mr. US of A MI Classic anymore. I've had the title now for 3 years, and my step down has been canceled twice, and I'm tired. Like, I've been doing everything I can to continue to represent this title. I'm still working as if I have a title, as far as, you know, drag and how I present myself and things. And this has been, I think, the longest anyone's really had to do anything like this. So I'm tired. Like,
Oh.
as much as I love the system, as much as I love, you know, having the title, I was not anticipating having it for 3 years. So it's time. It's time. That's just what it is. It's time. So, how was your weekend, Felicia?
So my weekend was it seemed like it was very long. So I worked on Saturday morning until Saturday afternoon. And then by the time I had like unwound, basically, I had to get ready for sex trivia. So sex trivia was wonderful, but uh, I was tired. I even went home like on time because usually I hang out after we're
Mm.
done with sex trivia, and then I say, you know, peace out. But I left. I left like quickly thereafter. So Sunday, not much of anything. Um, I was not feeling good, as you can hear. I have a stuffy nose,
I do
but
too.
I have tested negative for COVID twice. So for those people, uh, vampires in America, but you know, it's just I don't like my voice is already nasally, so I don't like the amplified nasal business. But you know, yeah, now, uh,
Yeah, my partner wasn't feeling great either, but she had 3 negative COVID
oh,
tests. So, you know, it's sinuses, shit, and allergies and all the things. So, but the fact that, you know, we're still testing, keep testing, because you don't want to go around and spread that shit if you can help it.
well, I wear my face shield at work, so that's fun. Do you guys?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, which is fucking
yes.
stupid. They only give us 4 per household, which that's dumb considering
You have like
so there's 2
six
adults
to eight
and
people.
87 children here. So 4 tests ain't gonna do shit, but it's
But
fine.
you can't like reorder them. I
Right.
haven't figured out how to reorder them.
It's so fucking stupid.
Have you
So
figured out
fucking
how to
stupid.
reorder them? Because you need to let me
No.
know.
Yeah, if
Oh.
I figure it out, I will let you know. So I'm doing a little like homage to Star Trek this evening because my partner and I finally finished Voyager. I have to I've
Oh.
watched them all. So I've watched all the Star Trek series. Um but
From
she
beginning
never
to
had.
end.
She'd never watched Next Generation, she'd never seen Voyager, she'd never seen DS9. So we a few months ago, I decided that this was a necessary thing. So
Wait,
we've been working our
pause.
way.
Wait, pause.
Hmm.
So wait, how do I add apartment number? My house is a you can't do that at a house.
Yeah, I don't know if we can do that.
Suzette, I need you to let
Mm.
us know how we do this. Sorry, go ahead.
So a few months ago we decided to start with Next Generation because, you know, you always start with Next Generation. And then of course DS9, and then Voyager. We don't do Enterprise because we don't talk about Enterprise. Enterprise never
Oh, why?
happened. We don't talk about
Oh, it's that
Enterprise.
series?
Don't talk about it. I already watched the first season of Picard and the first season of Discovery. She has not. So now, though, we're in a position we're going to start watching Picard. We'll start watching Discovery. I watched Lower Decks too. I thought that was great. Started watching Project. So now we can catch up on all the new Star Trek. Enterprise is shit,
Oh.
Gabe. Shut up. So so yeah, so now we are all caught up on that. You know, we had to catch up on decades worth of things, but that's fine, totally fine. We're getting ready for the Ren Fair this weekend with the kids, which I'm super excited about, like super excited about. Because it was closed last year, so we didn't get to go. Which was the first year in over 20 years that I hadn't gone. So this year I'm really excited to go back. Okay, so I'm a let everybody know right now. This next little bit, this is in NSFW, a little bit of tidbit. So if you've got children, you might want to cover their ears, send them to go get some cereal or something. I don't know, whatever the fuck you do with children. So I'm gonna give you a second to do that, and then I'm gonna tell you about this next. Okay, so send all the kids away. So I ordered a really fun toy off of Etsy. Like, I love finding new toys and things from. It is medical grade silicone. The creators are located in France. So there's like I love doing that because I'm supporting. So I'm supporting small business and things like that. So I ordered. It's a giant orc penis. And I had my choice of color. There's like, you could pick different colors or whatever, or you could just tell them to surprise you. So I was like, I don't really care about color. Like, let's be real, no one's really gonna see it, because if it's in something, what are you gonna see? Nothing, right? So I said, go ahead and surprise me. This is what I got. And I legitimately laughed when I opened it. You ready?
Oh, Lord.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's right.
It is pink, blue, and white. They totally sent me a trans orc cock.
Wow.
I fucking love it. It's fantastic. Also, this is a big boy. Just
yeah.
FYI.
That looks heavy.
But yeah. So
and it glows.
It does glow. Yes, the tip actually glows in the dark, and it glows for quite a while.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, so it was I genuinely, like, I cracked up about it because, what are the chances that I order, first of all, a giant fucking orc cock on Etsy, and they send
Wait, does this person know you?
No, not even a little bit. They're in fucking France. They don't know me. They don't know anything about me. But they just happened to send me a fucking gigantic dildo in trans colors. I thought it was hysterical.
What? Just by luck.
Just by luck. I think it's fantastic. I also managed to get my hands on a couple new STPs, which, for those of you that are not aware with the lingo, STP stands for stand to P device. These specifically are designed for like trans men, trans masculine, non-binary individuals. They can't Google me. My name, like, they won't find anything. But I got some new STPs. I'm gonna take one for like a legitimate test run
this weekend.
You don't want to see my my Etsy search history. I'm gonna take one for a sort of an extended test run at the Ren Fair this weekend. And then I may do a review video. So I haven't done one of those in a hot minute. I haven't had a reason. I suppose I could do one with the giant orc penis too.
They're already asking for it.
But yeah, so that's basically what I've been up to.
Just busyness.
Suzette, I will totally I have a couple different ones now, so I will totally do a review video.
There's one online
on the STPs, because it's hard, are comfortable to wear, and so I will absolutely do that. Hello, Brooklyn.
Hi, Brooklyn.
So all right, so our tip this evening,
this afternoon, we going back in time?
I don't know what time it is. Why are you asking me questions? So my tip this evening, I was about to say, because that's when I was asked about it. I actually had a different tip in mind, but I
I
should
brought it
save that
up.
for next week. Felicia actually asked me to talk about this specific topic, so I will talk about this specific topic. And when I refer to just the tip, it is not the tip on this guy. So, also, this is a giant suction cup. Just it suctions.
Oh,
Just throwing that out there. Also, this
I need
comes in
the.
3 different sizes. There's one that's a little bit smaller than this, and then one that's a little more manageable for the folks that aren't size queens. So
I need the link right
all in
away.
my search history. So tonight, what we're going to talk about, and this is something that we all deal with at one point or another, changes in a relationship, and do you stay or do you leave? Now, one thing I want to preface this with is that relationships change. It doesn't matter
People
whether
change.
it's a romantic relationship, whether it's a platonic relationship, they change, they evolve. And the thing to remember is that in as far as any kind of relationship, if you're no longer a match, you're no longer a match. And you don't have to
Uh-huh.
stay just because it's comfortable. Relationship fluidity is absolutely a thing. And not being a match isn't necessarily a bad thing. The one thing that we seem to be programmed to think is that breaking up is a failure. And that's not true. We need to stop thinking that way. Breaking up with somebody isn't necessarily a failure. And
Mm-hmm.
forever doesn't mean success. If you think about it, people always ask, how come our grandparents stay together for 50 something years and we can't even manage, blah, blah, blah. Here's the thing. Our grandparents were brought up in the time when you were taught to ignore things like your husband cheating, or if your husband was cheating, it was probably your fault because you didn't have dinner on the table at 5 p.m. like he wanted, you know? So, boys will be boys, that kind of mentality. Men are going to do what men are going to do.
Hold on.
There weren't
You're kind
really any kind of laws. I'm still green. I think that's weird. There weren't really any laws when it came to things like domestic abuse, um, marital rape, things like that. There wasn't anything like that. So you didn't really have anywhere to go, and women couldn't even have their own fucking bank accounts until the 70s without their husband's permission. Let's not forget that. So when it comes to, why did our grandparents stay together for 50 years and we couldn't do it? That's why. So we need to stop thinking that, just because you not in a 800-year relationship that you're a failure. So that's we need to stop thinking about that. So we're going to talk about some of the things to kind of not look out for, but maybe be aware of. And when it comes to relationships and when it comes to things that are changing, one thing you have to think about too is there underlying issues that may be contributing to these things. So, but some things to look out for, and I know that in a lot of my relationships, I can definitely relate to a lot of these. So one of the big things, I don't know if it's a big one of the things that comes up a lot are like the little habits and like idiosyncrasies and mannerisms that you used to find endearing now annoy the fuck out of you. Maybe they had a cute way of doing something and now you're like, oh my God, please just stop that. Maybe even just the way that they eat or the way that they chew or something, like eat, just the little things like that. You're just like, oh my God, like everything just annoys you. And it's not even like it's something they've always done. It's nothing that's really changed. It's just now it annoys the fuck out of you. This is kind of a big one when it comes to romantic relationships, is that the sexual and romantic spark has fizzled. Sex isn't the be all end all when it comes to relationships. That's another I think that's another thing that we have to unlearn, but it is very important to a lot of people, and it is very important to a lot of relationships. And even if you are even if you identify as like asexual or things like that, that doesn't mean that asexual people don't like having sex. It's just it's a different kind of thing for them. Um, but if you find yourself, no longer sexually attracted to your partner and there's no romance, there's no like, any of that, no small gestures of affection, that could definitely be a sign that things are shifting a little bit, because most of us, look at, our sexual attraction to our partner as important. If you are monogamous, maybe you start noticing other people a lot, daydreaming about what it would be like to be with somebody else. Um, like often, not just, I wonder what it would be like to be that. Like you've literally like make up whole scenarios in your head about, I wonder what it'd be like if I like, what if I was with this person? If you're poly and you have other partners besides that one, maybe you find yourself wanting to spend more time with those partners. Maybe you're finding excuses not to spend time with the partner in question. That could be definite indicator that things have shifted if you are trying to go out of your way to not spend time with them. That's definitely a thing. Um, yeah, Suzette, that's the thing is that, it's like if you're done, you're done. There don't need to make a big thing about it. Like it's not just be done. And, regardless of whether you are, mm, mm, mhm. But a lot of that has to do with the fact that they still hang out with those people because they get something from it, whether it's, if it's in this community, a lot of times it'll be a booking or whatever. So they just fake it. Like, it's stupid. Regardless of whether you are poly or monogamous, you may find that suddenly boundaries are being pushed, boundaries are being broken, from either or, both sides. It could be, maybe you're finding yourself pushing the boundaries of your partner. Maybe you're finding that, oh, can we not hear? Can we hear me? Hmm. How interesting. Apparently they still can't hear you. We can hear me. Huh. All right. Well, you fix that. I'll just keep talking. Um so Felicia's gonna try and fix her sound. I'm just gonna go ahead and keep talking. Um so boundaries being either pushed or broken, either on your part or on your partner's, if it's like, oh, I don't really care anymore. I'm just, this was your boundary, but I don't really care. So whatever. Um, if there's like a constant bickering or fighting, they can't hear you. Um, Like, we've all been there when it's like everything you end up fighting about everything from the way that the dishwasher is being loaded to the way laundry's being done. Like, there's always just a constant just, like a constant little bickering, like, it's always happening. Lack of communication, not just with the big stuff, but just in general. Um, like, little things like, "Hey, I'm on my way home from work. Do you need anything?" Or, um, "I know you have dinner." Like, "I know you have dinner getting, getting dinner ready. I'm gonna be home a little bit late. I'm stuck in traffic." Things like that, just even the little things. But there's no communication, nothing. Um, that's definitely that's generally an issue that you find when things start shifting. Um, Trust. When the trust just goes out the window and you find that there's no trust, and not only is there no trust, but you kind of don't give a shit that there's no trust. And it's not just like trust in terms of like fidelity and cheating and things like that, but just in terms of knowing that, you and your emotions are safe with your partner. Um, so just any kind of trust, like it's gone and you don't really give a fuck. You're just like, whatever. Issues are left unresolved. That goes to the oh God. Um, and you don't care about that either. There's just the issues are there, and you're like, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Like that's a thing. Um, you know what? Y'all should just be thankful for what it is right now. Like, if you find yourself distancing from your partner, or you feel that your partner is starting to distance, themselves from you, that's usually becoming indifferent, that apathy where you're just like, you don't really care about anything. And there's that you can feel that distance between you. um that's usually a pretty good indicator that things are shifting. If you feel yourself walking on eggshells whenever your partner is around, I've had to that's a very familiar feeling to me, and it sucks. um I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna keep talking. um Having to walk on eggshells with your partner around. I still can't hear you. What did you do? I can hear you. That's interesting. Oh, that's funny. Um, Walking on eggshells isn't fun. I hate doing that. I've had to do it with several partners, and the stress and anxiety that it causes is ugh. You have a sinking feeling whenever you come home. You come home, you see their car in the driveway, or you come home and you know that they're gonna be there. Oh my God. Like I've had to deal with that too. Like it's ugh. Um when you're in the same room with them, but you feel completely alone. There's that too. Now, the thing is like I said, things change, and it's okay if things change. It's okay if your feelings change, and that you don't have to feel the same way about somebody for the rest of your fucking life. Like it's an unrealistic expectation. Like it's okay. Um the biggest question is whether both of you are willing to find the root of the issues and do what needs to be done to work through it, whether that means therapy, couples therapy, whatever. Because it might be, maybe one person is struggling with depression and they're not telling you because they want to pretend that it's not a thing. Because I don't know if y'all notice this, but often when it comes to men, particularly cis men, they don't want to have to deal with things like, depression and stuff, because that means that they're weak. Means that they're fucking weak. What does that say, Felicia? Oh, work through. Does that say work through issues? Now I can't hear you. All right. Well, Felicia broke. Yes, now I can hear you. Can we hear Felicia yet? Hmm. Um, but it's also important to recognize when things can't be fixed. Like, you know, do try the therapy, if everyone they still can't hear you. So um if everybody's on board and they want to try to, figure out what the problem is and see if it's fixable, because sometimes it is fixable, then fantastic. But it's also okay after you try that to realize that it's not going to work. And you're.
I
Is it
didn't press
working?
anything.
We're all frozen. Shit.
It should be back on.
There we go. All right.
Can you hear me now?
Can we hear both of us yet?
Ugh.
Oh,
New
there you are.
messages.
Now they can hear you.
Oh,
What the hell? I don't know what the hell is wrong with this. I don't know if it's Restream. I don't know if it's Facebook. Something's
it's not
stupid.
me because I didn't press anything in there.
I don't know if everybody else can. Like, to me, you sound really far away. So I don't know if everybody else is having that issue.
Hello?
Yeah, whatever.
Oh my God. I hate this.
But as I was saying, I don't know if you heard this before everything just went to shit. It is okay to Marie Kondo your relationship. If it doesn't bring you joy, get rid of it. That's completely okay. And it is not a failure. That's we really need to stop thinking that way.
Constipated feed. Constipated? My mic is all the way up, I think.
I don't know why I can't hear you.
Let's see. Hold on.
I mean, my volume's all the way up, and you still sound really. They seem to. You're fine to them. It's just to me, and I don't know why.
Hello, hello, hello.
It's fine. They can hear you, so it's fine.
Oh, okay.
I just can barely hear you, and I don't know why it's different. Oh, it's so stupid. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. I don't like this. What's going on?
I don't know. It gave me a chance to get through the tip without having interruptions.
Oh!
Just kidding.
I could not even. So, I spent many years trying to fix a marriage. Suzette says, I spent too many years trying to fix a marriage. I believed he was also wanting to fix it, but instead he wanted to keep the marriage for status and fool around. That happens a lot, especially in all communities. I was going to say LGBT.
I mean, a lot of folks, stay in a marriage because they've been there and it's comfortable, or they stay in a relationship because they've been there and it's comfortable, even though all the signs are basically saying that,
Shannon, you're
maybe
making
this
friends with all of our friends.
isn't like a good thing, All right, let's move on to a closer look at some current events.
Our people are intermingling.
Oh, God. No, Shannon and Holly cannot be friends. We cannot have.
Oh my gosh, that's so dangerous.
Yeah, no, we can't do that. All right,
delete each other. I'm just kidding.
Politics today. Ted Cruz.
Oh my God!
Says that Biden putting an African American woman on the Supreme Court is offensive because Black women only make up 6% of the population. So Biden is saying that the other 94% of the population don't matter.
Is this almost like saying all lives matter?
Keep in mind that out of the 115 Supreme Court justices in history, there have been 115 of them. 108 of them were white men.
Oh.
So Ted Cruz can basically go fuck himself. We'll just do that.
I thought he was already doing that, but y'all are crazy. Stop. Don't enter. Oh my God.
Oh,
our
Christ.
friends are intermingling. Oh my God.
This is terrifying.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, let's see. Biden's Build Back Better plan, which is it almost sounds like, never mind. Essentially is dead in the water, has to be supported by all Democrats, and it's not. I bet you can guess which ones don't support it. Apparently, the unrest in the Ukraine and COVID are taking a priority.
It's a mess. A member of the January 6th committee says that Trump is tampering with witnesses by promising to pardon anyone involved if he's elected in 2024. Because, of course, he says that the insurrectionists, terrorists, they're all fucking terrorists, are being treated so unfairly.
Really?
You know goddamn well that if they were a bunch of black folks up there storming the Capitol, Trump would have been calling for their execution within 20 minutes of that shit happening.
Yeah.
Like,
Uh-huh. Yep. And last week we talked about how there's only 700 people that have been arrested and fewer that were convicted, and they're still looking for other people. But will they find them? Will they take the time out? Probably not. But if it was a crowd of Black Lives Matter, I'm so sure, that even if it was nonviolent and we were,
well, I mean, don't you know it was Black Lives Matter and Antifa that did it all anyway, right?
oh yes, even though there were nothing but white people there.
Mm.
Let's see. Let's go on to the Minority Report. Ooh, and again, I'm just gonna say this because weeks slammed together for whatever reason. Freddie did all the research this week.
You're
I have to give credit.
welcome.
I have to give credit where credit is due because sometimes I do go ahead and do a whole bunch, but I have not been lately. I have not gotten back into my routine. Let's see. Central York High School in Pennsylvania tried to ban books on Rosa Parks. Oh my gosh. Hidden Figures, like the movie, because that's how some of y'all relate. It was a book first. And the documentary, I Am Not Your Negro. Kids said nope, held protests, and read the books anyway. This has been, I remember in, what month is that? Banned Books Week, that a couple of kids in, I think it was Pennsylvania, these might be the same kids, took to the streets and said, excuse me, fuck your banned books list, and we're gonna read your books anyway, and we're gonna take them to school and share them with other kids. That's basically what they did. So
And that's what needs to happen. I mean, also think about it. When you tell a kid not to do something, what's the first thing they're going to do?
they go find out why they can't, and they do it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
So yes.
Japanese Americans are joining the Black reparations movement, supporting and showing solidarity. They said that just as Black Americans supported our community's struggle for redress, we will strive to show support and solidarity for Black people as they fight for reparations today.
And that
Which is
set
kind of
Twitter on
cool.
fire.
I think
That
that's
set
fantastic.
Twitter on fire. Because you know that the Proud Boys and the other nationalists are on Twitter and like to, come after those that are trying to do better for their communities or get reparations in this case. Proud Boys have been threatening lives. And, um, the more this country seems to just keep producing these people, it seems that we also have grown a backbone and we're fighting back. So, um, yeah, I think this is pretty amazing. So,
I think so. So, okay,
ah,
so for in honor of Black History Month, because it is Black History Month,
is that? I'm just kidding.
I
Really
decided,
kidding.
and I decided this because I was the one doing the show sheet tonight. Um, I decided that every week, we're going to do a short bio on 4 different queer Black trailblazers. So we're going to cover
Oh, I love
16
it.
total this month. So for each week we'll have 4 different Black queer trailblazers, from artists to politicians to civil rights leaders to all sorts of things. But I figured that that would be a great way to really kind of, I don't know, educate folks a little bit. So would you
All
like
right.
to kick us off for this week?
Yes, of course, because it's a name I can say. Gladys Bentley, gender bending performer during the Harlem Renaissance, one of my favorite times,
Mhm.
dressed in a top hat and a tuxedo. She would sing the blues in clubs and was known as Harlem's most famous lesbian.
We should have gotten pictures. We'll
Yes.
do that for next week.
Yeah.
That was
I
my
didn't.
bad.
I,
But with
I
all the
thought about
technological
it.
issues we're having tonight, it's probably a good thing we
Yeah.
don't have pictures. I feel like
I
that would
was
just
gonna
be
Google it.
adding insult. Yeah.
At this point, I think
Um,
the internet hates us.
Next
The
up
next
we
one.
have Bayard Rustin. He was an LGBTQ and civil rights activist, but he's probably most well known as basically MLK's key advisor. He was the organizer of the 1963 March on Washington, and he was posthumously awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom. And in 2020, Governor Gavin Newsom actually pardoned Rustin for his 1953 arrest when he was found having sex with two men in a car, and then he
All
had to register as a
right.
sex offender.
Hey.
I'm like, man, God, why can't I can't even have sex with one man in a car, much less two? Jesus.
How did that happen?
Two men in a car, like that's got to be I keep thinking of the logistics of that,
Legs
and
up,
like
arms over
that must have been a really big.
here.
Let's see, it was 1953. I'm thinking it must have been like a big ass like Cadillac or something, like a big old
But
big.
you could put the front seats down
With
back
some of
then.
them, I know
Yeah,
they
you
were
could put
bigger
this.
back then. I'm just like I'm thinking of the logistics of it. I'm like that had to have been a good sized car, van,
So
or
if you see
something.
Freddie saying in search of big Cadillac 1950, then beware. Be aware. Let's
Um,
see. You got to say the name for me.
oh, Stormy Delivery.
Yes. Joined the Jewel Box Review as MC and the only drag king. Worked as a bouncer for different lesbian bars and was part of the Stonewall riots, encouraging folks to fight back. So we all should know this
So
person. I
Stormy
feel like.
was um she actually is known for throwing the first punch at Stonewall. Um
Yes.
so she actually threw the first punch. The cops raided the bar. She decided to she's like fuck this. And basically just went off. And as she was handcuffed and being basically thrown in the paddy wagon, she yelled to the crowd that was standing there, "Aren't you going to do something?" And
Uh-huh.
it was that kind of sparked everybody. Then they went, "Oh yeah, fuck this. What the fuck?" And then it really kicked off. Like that she was kind of that
The do it.
that
The action
match
pusher,
that lit the
yes.
fire
Uh-huh.
for the Stonewall riot. So that was kind of cool.
And then the last
James
one's one of my favorite
Baldwin.
people.
James Baldwin was a writer and social critic. Best known for his collection of essays, Notes of a Native Son, and the novel Giovanni's Room, which depicted homosexuality and bisexuality. Interesting fact about Giovanni's Room: although James Baldwin was a Black author, Giovanni's Room, all the characters were white, which is
Uh-huh.
interesting. He did spend the majority of his career educating folks on Black and queer identities with his lecture "Race, Racism, and the Gay Community."
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, speech.
So there's your first four.
Um,
Next week we'll have pictures for the next four.
oh. Oh, well, they'll already be on here.
This
I'll just
they're
show
already hanging.
them
We
on
just need to find pictures. So we can.
That's what I mean. I'll put them on here so that they're already on here.
Oh, that works. That works.
Catching my drift there? Oh my gosh. I was gonna say LGBTQ news, but I didn't put it in there, and I can't really remember. Oh, I want to say that Joe Rogan is a douchebag because even though the man is, that's what it was. Even though he is on testosterone himself, he is quoted by saying something to the nature that it will destroy. What was it? So, he said something like it'll destroy mankind, basically,
Right.
Because trans men on T is what is destroying us as a
Right.
human race.
Never mind that I can name probably half a dozen guys that I know that are also on testosterone.
Yes.
But it's fine. Because
cis men taking testosterone is not destroying the earth, but trans men taking testosterone is destroying
I will
everything.
take full credit for that. I am single-handedly destroying everything because I put
as
a
you
needle in my
destroy the
thigh
world
every fucking week.
Remember your friends as you destroy the world.
You're welcome.
And
it's fine. I have a small bubble. I'll save some people. It'll be fine.
I mean,
I just need to make sure that like my needs will be met with these people that I save because look, a dude has needs, okay? Dude has needs.
And people are still looking for a car for you in the comments. So
we have a big SUV. We're fine. And I think my car, like the seats fold down. I think it's big enough. Like I can
the front seats too?
I don't know if the front seats. Well, somebody's got to drive, right? Like,
why are you driving?
Well, somebody has to, because if you stay parked and you're having sex in the car, like that's the problem. Like that's when that's when there's like suspicion.
Oh my god.
So you don't want to be parked and doing things in a car. You want to have somebody that can drive while you're doing things in the car.
There's a porn
that way you avoid suspicion and you avoid like people calling the cops and being like, yo, there's this like car that's been parked here forever. Like
there's a porn series like this.
Just saying.
If I see it again, I'll send it to you.
Let's see. In COVID news, 5 COVID testing sites in Arizona and hundreds across the country have been shut down due to operating without a business license, mishandling tests, and all sorts of fun things. Apparently, the owners earned millions of dollars, bought things like new Lamborghinis, while doing things like giving false negatives, keeping tests in just random trash bags, and not giving a fuck.
That's what it was. Trans
I
people.
Can't read that. I have no idea what that says.
Trans people will cause a societal collapse.
Yes, we will. You're welcome.
I can't wait.
He says that like it's a bad thing.
Is that going to be like Armageddon? Because I'm ready for the apocalypse.
I got your asteroid.
When the cars are rocking, don't come a knocking. Oh my gosh. Y'all are in for this. I don't know. What a fabulous day for world domination. And look at the backdrop that I chose for tonight.
I know. Was that because I'm wearing a Star Trek inspired outfit?
No, I chose this before. That's the weird part. I chose this before I even knew what you were wearing. So
10 years. We got this whole like ESPN thing happening.
Except you muted my mic earlier, and I didn't appreciate that.
I did. I was just tired. But I could still hear you. That was it didn't do me any damn good. If I'm gonna mute you, I'm gonna mute you so that I can't hear you. I don't even talk about everybody else.
What else do we have? What else?
We're down here.
Oh. I'm sorry. I'm still way up here. The new variant. What's the name of the new variant?
They don't have an official name for it yet. I think it's like BA like 1.2 or something like that.
Oh, that's not fun. The disease is not fun anyway. But is 1.5 times more likely to be transmittable than Omicron, Omarion, whoever you want to call him.
Boosters are proving effective at preventing symptomatic illness. As of right now, if you are fully vaccinated with a booster, you are 63% less likely to end up with symptomatic COVID. And it's actually more effective With the new variant, it's actually 70% effective for the new variant, which is kind of fun.
Oh. And just a fun little fact, I think about 34% of Arizonians are booster vaccinated, whatever you want to call it.
And this is okay. So these numbers in this next bit, these are actually Arizona numbers. So,
Fun.
in Arizona, the unvaccinated currently make up 65% of cases. They make up 80% of the hospitalizations and 85% of the deaths.
Oh, wow.
If you are unvaccinated, you are 4.1 times more likely to test positive. You are 24.4 times more likely to be hospitalized. And you are 57.9 times more likely to fucking die. Get fucking vaccinated and get fucking boosted. Jesus. Ugh.
Gabe's boosted. Gabe
Good
said
for you,
he's
Gabe.
boosted.
That's what we like to hear. I like the Omicron Prime.
Yeah, you want me to put it back?
That's good.
Holly says we've been calling it Omicron Prime Transformers COVID in disguise. F around and what? Oh.
Let's fuck around and find out.
That was very school teacher of you. Yes. I have not been boosted yet, but working on it.
I know
Vax
I don't have
boosted
horns
so
either,
far.
or a tail, or like telepathy, or anything cool like that. I'm kind of bummed. Like, I was promised that I was going to be like this mutant. Okay, to be fair, I'm already a mutant. I'm a ginger, so I already fall under like the mutant bubble. But I don't have any cool powers, and I mean, not ones that can be shared publicly anyway. But like I don't have anything cool, and it's very upsetting.
Plus, you are causing the societal collapse. That's your superpower.
I
Oh my god. What are you highlighting? Oh, is that today?
Yep.
That's the right number?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, as far as today, oh my god, here we go. So in April, we had 2,000 cases, 50 deaths.
This is Arizona numbers.
Oh yeah, sorry. On June 21st, 2020, we had passed 50K cases. 50,000 cases we passed. In Arizona today, today it was reported that over 8,300 cases, new cases were reported. We're at a 12.3% positivity rate. And that makes us at 1,886,541 cases and over 26,000 deaths.
We're almost at 2 million cases, y'all. Well done, Era fucking Zona.
Wow. Nationwide, we are at 72.2 million cases and counting, and over 800,000 deaths, almost 900,000 deaths.
This isn't over, y'all. People are still dying. Like, Gabe has a family member in the hospital. Suzette has lost someone. I think everybody at this point knows somebody that has knows somebody that's passed away from COVID. Like, there's just it's incredible at this point.
Some of my in-laws have COVID right now, so.
Oh, that's exciting.
No, it's not. No, it's not at all.
We know that at this point it's really just a matter of when, not if. But the difference is it going to be, relatively mild, or are you going to be really fucking sick? And really what we're seeing is the difference in that is whether or not you are vaccinated. If you are vaccinated, what they're seeing is that you end up with far milder symptoms. You don't feel great, but the chances of you ending up in the hospital on a respirator are slim to none. So
Dee said, I'm glad that I got out of public education and into a place that takes it seriously. I got my first 3 days paid off because they closed our center due to some cases popping up right after the holidays. I know some workplaces that are still giving COVID pay. A big huff and puff, I think, especially in the education world, is that some places are not offering COVID pay. That meaning that sick time when you catch COVID. Whereas when we first started the pandemic, whenever somebody called out of work because of COVID, they were offering paid time off and basically securing your job. And now they're not
nobody
doing that.
gives a shit anymore. Nobody gives a shit.
Especially in Arizona, they're not doing that anymore. I have not
Nope.
done my research to find out if any other state is like this, but it definitely is wearing on people because they don't want to catch it first and foremost, and then do they lose their benefits and things and their jobs and things. So I know that some teachers are very frustrated because now they're not offering some masks in some places.
They're not being enforced. They're not mandatory.
Well, we don't have mandatory. It's highly encouraged, is what ours is. But we do still offer masks if somebody asks for them, which I'm very proud in some respects that there are students that still wear the mask because that's where they feel safe. So definitely.
All right, upcoming gigs. What have we got happening?
Oh, sorry, I'm reading comments. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, so Saturday is my first time because they kicked off last week in Casa Grande, the Arizona Pride Tour, and this stop will be in Lake Havasu on February 5th. And then our next Just the Tip Sex Trivia Night is at Gracie's on the 12th. And
If
then
y'all
on the
haven't been yet, if you guys haven't been yet, y'all need to come to our sex trivia nights. It's fun. It's a good time. It really is.
even if you have been there, you still
I
need to
mean,
come.
true, but if you haven't, you need to go because it's fun.
I keep getting messages about, oh, I'll catch the next one. After like the third time you tell me I'll catch the next one, I stop kind of believing you. So, yeah. So there's that. February 18th, we'll be doing Drag Bingo and Cats at La Guitarra, and tickets go fast. I'm going to repeat that. I'm going to say that tickets go fast. So don't message me on February 11th and say there's no more tickets because I already
Sex
knew that.
trivia is February 12th,
Yes.
Saturday.
Yes. It's at Gracie's and Phoenix on 7th Avenue. Let's see. On the 19th, you're in Tucson for the Drag Story Hour Arizona fundraiser at the
Yes. Oh,
screening room.
I have to tell you, I'm very excited because I'm actually going to be contributing to one of the raffle silent auction basket thingies. I haven't
You're
even
so gay. Oh my
told
god.
the folks that be the powers that be, the head honchos, that I've done this. So I am donating a collection of, I'm calling it the badass bitch collection of little golden books.
Oh,
So I've got Betty White, I've got Kamala Harris, I've got RBG, I've got Dolly Parton, and I've got Frida Kahlo. So I've got all 5 of those. I'm also going to have a sheet of Golden Girls stickers to go along with it, and some RBG stickers to go along with it. So
He's been giddy since like day one about
I'm
this thing.
excited. I think it's great. I think they're
So y'all
fun.
better go down there and get.
So I'm just saying, like, they're little golden books of like, so I'm just calling it the Badass Bitch Basket. It's fine. It's fine.
What happened? You got a show that doesn't fall on Thursday, Friday, or Saturday.
Just this
First of
one.
all, uh,
Also, I'm too old for like shit that happens during the week. That's why we plan shit for the weekend.
yes, that's what I was gonna say. I'm like, I rarely go out Monday through Thursday at all. At all. Let's see. On the 19th as well, I'll be in Prescott for the Arizona Pride Tour. And then Freddie is in the Three Fates review at Cruisin' Seventh.
It's the like Valentine's Day theme. It'll be after Valentine's Day, but still, it's like the love themed
Valentine's Day.
show at C7 on February 20th. It'll be great. I'm emceeing. We've got a lot of boylesque, which will be fun. We don't often get a lot of the boyleskers submitting, so we have quite a few this time, which is great.
Oh. Thanks, Holly, for all of that. Wow. That was a lot. It's a lot to take in. Oh my gosh. Personal notes coming across
She
screen.
tried to open one of them and we were like, no, because they're still like, we don't want to crack the thing. It's like they're the way that they come, like you can tell if they've been opened because of the way that the hardcover on them are. I'm like, no, we're like, no.
I am so sorry you work on the weekends. If I have so on the 20th, I have a brunch at Industry, and then on the 27th, I have a brunch at Industry. The 27th is going to be my killer because I'll be at brunch at Industry, then go to the Miss Gay Supernova US of A newcomer pageant, and then I go to Magic at Stacy's because I think I'm 21. But that is all of February. And then we have some dates in March, which are the Pride Tour into April. And then as we fill that up, then, we'll tell you. Upcoming guest, details coming soon because I have started to and then Freddie was telling people that I'm booking, and I was like, ooh,
Yes.
not today.
Not today.
But
I said that we're doing it like it'll happen. It'll be fine.
So in my inbox, I have some people that are like, "When are you
can't
starting
be
to
mad
book
at me for
people?"
finding guests, especially ones
No,
that I know
I'm
are
not
gonna
mad at
be
you. I'm not mad at
interesting.
you. I wasn't mad at you. I just saying I wasn't ready. I'm not ready. But I guess I have to be ready because people, as it was like almost like wildfire. Because as soon as you tagged them in that, then somebody was like, "Oh, I see that you're looking for somebody," and I was like, "Where?" I just barely got the notification.
See, you're welcome. Okay, you're welcome.
And of course, Brandon McGill is just dying to be with us. So we'll have them, and then we'll have some others, and we'll get the books. Yeah, the 27th.
There's a lot of stuff going on, and I'm doing a crazy turnaround trip to Arkansas.
When is that
in late
one?
February, so that's gonna be crazy.
Oh, good luck.
I'm tired.
Oh, that's the one you go up in the air, you drop, do the pageant, go up in the air, come back.
Pretty much. I will barely have time to change my underwear. You're welcome. Anyway.
Thank you for joining us, even though we had fucking difficulties. My mic went out. The studio thing wouldn't work. I was like, what the hell? Holly,
that, it went great.
It's for a pageant. The only reason why he would really go. Oh, Shannon wants to know, did you find a ride to the airport?
I didn't find a ride to the airport. I'm probably just going to walk.
You stupid. Oh my God.
I'm just going to walk.
I feel like Shannon's offering to wake up at 4 in the morning to take you.
No, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I'll just walk.
From your house? Oh my God. D, don't post that.
You see what I live with?
Oh my gosh. Wait, where did it go?
No, I'm not competing, Holly. I'm not fucking competing. I'm not competing. It's a prelim, so I'm there to represent and get somebody else to compete so they can take this crown off of my head in April.
He has had the
title.
title.
Look, Shannon likes me enough to take me to the airport.
Wow.
It's fine.
Wow.
It's fine. Wow. It's fine. Anyway.
Spousal abuse.
Thank you all so much for dealing with the technical issues that we were dealing with tonight. We don't know what the hell happened at the beginning, and we have no idea why Felicia wasn't being heard for like a good chunk of the show. But you're welcome.
Yikes. Taking donations for a lift. Oh my God. You get
I'm gonna start a GoFundMe.
You're gonna get a car out of this, and you're gonna get a Lyft ride. So, wow. Amazing. It's amazing what we do here. We pull miracles together all the time. You don't want me driving you. I can't tell how far apart the car. Oh, shit.
Oh, Jesus.
Thank you for joining us for this Wednesday night conversation, even though I was partially muted and you couldn't fucking hear me.
You're welcome.
Thank you for all that watch live and endure this torturous episode, and those that watch on the replay and listen on the podcast. We'll see you next week for your Wednesday night conversation.
Good night.
Hopefully all in one piece.
We'll see.
Promotional consideration for Let's Have a Fefe provided by Wigs of a Kind, The Burly Barber, Bone and Basil, as well as our patrons at Patreon. Go to patreon.com/Let's Have a Fefe to become a Fefe patron. Virtual tips accepted at paypal.me/Let's Have a Fefe. Subscribe to the Let's Have a Fefe podcast. You can listen on your favorite podcatcher. See you next week for your Wednesday night conversation. This has been Let's Have a Fefe. Good night.